So as you've seen, we've got the new chassis in here, freshly painted. I'm just starting to rebuild the front end. Next section to do is the pedals. Now, I don't have the full nut and bolt kit yet, so there's a lot I can't do for the time being, but I'm gonna get everything done that's possible to do with the parts I have, and then we'll carry on later in the week when we've got some nuts and bolts. Here's some in-depth rebuild work you don't normally see. I'm replacing the magnets inside the brake calipers because I'm doing a full brake service. I've cleaned everything. I need to try and get this little bolt out from here to remove this magnet so that we can put the nice fresh magnet and fresh screw in. There you go, you see it all connects. Because these can crumble if they're in for too long. Freshen them up, ready for the season. Voila, nice shiny new magnets. And since we're replacing things, we've got a nice new shiny slider pin, so the pads slide in and out perfectly. Okay, so now the kart has kind of had stage one of the build done. We've got the basics done that I can do without the nut and bolt kit and without a fuel tank. So the next thing really is to strip and rebuild my rear axle. Now that includes taking out the bearings, really renovating the brake disc. I'm going to mask off the brake disc. I'm going to spray the inside with high temperature paint so it doesn't look rusty, so it looks nice. And we're going to strip everything else off the axle. But before we do that, I need to clean up this desk, which is an absolute mess after this morning's build. So let's go. That's better. Okay, so now we can grab the axle and start stripping it down. After a little bit of hassle, we've managed to get the axle out and the components of the axle stripped. So next, we're going to take this apart, get rid of this because we're getting a new one of these brake disc carriers. We're going to renovate the disc because the disc is still good, it's just a little bit rusty inside. So let's fix that. And while we're replacing things, look at the inside of the bearings in these stub axles that looked pretty good from the outside. I think that needs replacing. so I am now onto the rear end. We've got quite a lot of work to do on this. Got my Christmas gear because we've just gone and collected our Christmas tree. We've got a brand new brake disc, very, very good condition brake disc carrier. We've also got a nearly new sprocket carrier somewhere over here as well. Nice and magnesium colour, so all these fancy things are going on. But first of all, I have to try and get this slid along here, then we'll get the sprocket carrier on, axle back in place, then we can actually start taking the cable ties off the brake master cylinder, get the brake positioning right. There's tons more to do, even though the cart looks kind of complete. So, and there's a bunch of birds in my garden making a load of noise. Right, oh, there's our ducks. Hey ducks. Right, here we go. Okay, as always, it's way harder to get stuff on than you expect. So we've managed to get this far down. We need to get the brake disc all the way down there. So still a lot more hitting to be done before we get there. Okay, I mean that's pretty much in the right place. Obviously the axle isn't, so we need to get the sprocket carrier on next. Need to leave this loose, bash it through some more, sprocket carrier on, jobs are good in, then we'll regroup. Okay, that's in place. That has a keyway. I mean, it needs cleaning up because it's covered in rubber now, but that's kind of okay. This one forgot the keyway, so I need to move that, get the keyway in, but we're getting there. And we do need a chain, so we can't fully bolt this up yet until we get a chain. Okay, now dead straight and exactly the same distance here to here and here to here. Time for grub screws. Okay, so next up is bumper mounts. We're going to pop these inside the ends of the tubes here, and we need to take this thing off here. You can get a special tool, but we're just going to do it with some pliers. Get these inside the tubes and then hopefully be able to attach a bumper, which we don't have yet. Okay, so these things are now in. Wasn't too painful. If you hold these in position, lock a couple of nuts on the end and turn this, that tightens these. It expands the rubber inside here, stops it from pulling out. I've just learnt that. Cool. Let's get the brand new bumper mounts on, and then we can put the bumper savers on, and then we've done the rear end.
Do it myself.
Okay, so the rear end is pretty done there. We don't have a bumper yet, so I can't put a bumper on, but apart from the chain and obviously fitting a sprocket, I think we're pretty much there. We've got a reconditioned brake caliper, brand new pads, brand new disc, nearly new sprocket carrier and brake disc carrier, obviously brand new bumper savers, brand new rear bumper brackets, brand new studs in the hubs. I think we're pretty much ready to put the stickers on. Let's do that.
Ooh. I stay here? Should I stay here?
Okay, so we didn't film this bit because it was a bit of a faff, but we did just put in a new seat as well. We've got a T11 VG, which is what everyone recommends for these cars. A bit more flexible than the OTK one, which is now down there, ready to have the lead stripped off of it. Bumper went on like a dream, so next off it's stripping lead and putting it on the new seat. Okay, so the car is nearly finished, but what we haven't done yet is put the right length chain on and fit an engine. So to finish off this little video project, and thanks for watching, because I know it's been like nearly 20 minutes, we're going to stick an engine on. So we're going to put the race engine on. We have two, a practice one and a race engine, just in case there's any slight difference in the position of the clutch and how I've spaced it. We'll go for the race one to make sure it's definitely right, get everything tightened up, lined up, and then we're done. The car will be complete. Let's go. So what we need to do is, first of all, use this nice new chain splitter to split one of these chains here so it can go around the axle without having to remove all of the axle. And then hopefully it's the right length. Make sure it clears this seat stay, which I'm pretty sure it does, and clears this one as well. And then do the chain back up. Now I haven't done that before. I probably won't zoom in too much on it, but it's pretty obvious. You put the chain in here, you wind this one, it pushes the little pin out, and then you push it back in again somehow. I'll figure that out as I go. Enjoy me struggling. Johnny's just admiring all my trophies. Okay, so that is actually it finished. I appreciate there are no tyres on at the moment, but obviously that will happen when we get the tyres ready for the new season. But the car is complete. Everything from scratch, from a bare chassis to a car that has an engine with a chain and sprockets, everything tightened up, ready to drop on the track, again with tyres, and drive immediately. So testing starts in January, first race is in April. If you'd like any advice with your own OTK build, please drop me a message. I'm by no means an expert, but I have just done it, so I might be able to help you out. And good luck building your car. See you on the track in 2024.